be really loud. Uh-oh. Hello. Maybe. Are we good? Looks like we're good. Sorry if the music started off really loud. Oh, the music's not playing at all. We gotta do this. And it might be too late. I think I have to do this. Nope. Cool. I just don't know why it's so low. That should be perfect. Welcome. Since I've got 0 viewers right now, but I don't think that's true.
It says 13.
There we go.
In chat, anyhow.
Mark Wilson, Rux, Oscar, Brazil YouTuber from Sao Paulo, Eddie, DC147, Arby, Ariby, Brad. Welcome.
Did you see DC417?
I may have accidentally. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say his name.
What's up? We're just gonna go DC.
DC. Yeah, I really should be doing that.
Yeah.
Michu. It's been a while since I've seen Michu in here. Daniel Ramos. No Game Boy Advance today. Just DMGs right now. We can do some on Wednesday though. I'm easygoing. I've got a lot of those.
DMGs and DJ Ames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. We're gonna real Nickelodeon slime question mark. Yeah, it's real. No, it is actually pretty cool though. You can feel the difference in the height of it. I don't know how to describe it.
The elevation?
Yeah, there's a bump. But,
oh man, that was a lot brighter out of the bag.
yeah. It feels good.
Huh?
And the value just went up because DJ Ames touched it.
DNA.
So we've got green buttons and an orange screen lens, and a dog wanting to come through the door.
Happy Monday, Maverick.
Happy Monday. Happy 4th of July for those in the us.
First time in a stream for Ari B.
Cool. Welcome. We've got these 2 DMGs from the video I did a while back, fixing 8 of them. And this one, for some reason, has a brand new plastic screen lens on it.
Hey DJ Ames, why is Jake here? I don't know. My back is sore from carrying the team, though.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna start off. I did do a little America themed or British or Australian because there's a lot of flags with red, white, and blue in them. So it's multicultural today. But we're gonna start with just tearing one of these down.
DC's asking, do you have experience with the funny Plank Q5 IPS V2 for GB Color?
Yes. That is the one that we use. I'm like 99% sure. That's the laminated one. I believe that is what we use most of the time. And I like those the most.
Eddie is saying I would buy a all blackout GBA or a Squirtle one.
Well, I think I do have a couple. I know I've got Squirtle Game Boy Colors, and I just made a all black Game Boy Advance not too long ago, or maybe that was a DMG. But I've got stuff to make several of those. So the best thing to do is to look out for the thumbnails. I usually post the thumbnails for the streams the night before, so Sunday nights and Tuesday nights, and that'll let you know what we're doing. Obviously I only put one of them, and we do 2 per stream, but whoa.
DC says Netherlands themed, obviously.
Yeah, I definitely knew that the Netherlands flag was red, white, and blue.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Just something you learn in first grade here in the United States of America.
Mm-hmm. We learn more about other countries than our own country, for sure.
Oh, wow. Let's see, Michu. I am not a big fan of Slime Boy, but that red shell looks cool though. It's a Spider-Man themed Game Boy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
It's shape-shifting. It's patriotic. No. It's Netherlands. No.
It's whatever you want it to be.
DC says, yeah, that's the one. Okay, cool. My weekly question: do I have to solder to the VIAs for the start and select?
I think you should, but if you're gonna go with an opaque shell, something that's not see-through, then it doesn't matter. But if you don't want to see the wires, then you can solder to the vias. If you do want to see the wires, don't solder to the vias.
So I explain that to the layperson. I don't understand.
So I don't have a motherboard out here, but and this isn't a good example either. But the vias are the like holes.
I've seen them on the stream.
Yeah. But
I'm just saying, why would the?
It's just aesthetic.
So you have to, with soldering on the clear ones, you can route it differently. So
you can so the vias will be behind the screen, so you won't see the wires when you're soldering to them, like when it's all done. But if you solder to the test points, then it'll have the wires come all the way
through,
down,
okay.
And you'll see them
and so
through
when
the
you
shell.
solder that, you want to do that on the screen or something sketchy.
Yeah, you want to do it on top of the screen. As much heat as possible on top of the screen.
I'll keep a lookout. I'm already subscribed. Thank you for all you do, Jake. And DJ Ames.
Mm-hmm.
DC says, I will have an opaque shell, so I'm going for the easy route. I take it there are test pads?
Yeah, there are test points with the Game Boy Color, unless it's the D-pad. The D-pad has them next to the D-pad, but it's pretty obvious to figure out which one's which for A, B, it's starting to select. So,
is that magnetic right there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I never knew that.
It says magnetic.
I'm old and blind.
Yeah.
Let's see. DC's okay. Yeah, confirmed test points. Sweet. Put my soldering iron on the LCD. Got it. Check. I should stab it a few times to make sure the point is sharp.
Yeah. For those who are not normally here, don't solder to the screen or on top of the screen.
Or face the wrath of
Mako.
Yeah.
Which he will be facing my wrath, hopefully this week, if not next week, when I review his slate. Because those parts should be here tomorrow. And if they're not here tomorrow, then I can't make a video in time, and the AC is about to turn on. But, yeah.
So I can, when we're at the unicorn farm and I'm watching the stream, I could not probably hear that.
Okay.
Can everybody else out there hear the air conditioning fan on right now?
We'll have to give him about 10, 20 seconds.
Oh, we want this monetized, sorry.
Yeah. We also want them to hear it.
Yeah. Let's see. DC says, thanks for the assistance. I'll let you know how I get on with it when the parts arrive. Uh-oh. YouTuber beef question mark?
Yeah, we're always beefing. I just can't stand I'm just kidding. He's cool. I've texted him a couple times in DMs, but literally a couple times. So I don't really know him very well.
But you are going to do the celebrity boxing match with him. Right?
Yeah, we're. I don't know how tall or big he is, so.
Wait. Yeah, we retract that.
Yeah.
Rewind.
But I would love to do YouTuber boxing.
Somebody says I can slightly hear it. Thank you for the feedback.
Cool.
Rux, you probably got some high-end listening device. Do you hear the blower motor?
Okay.
No Kathleen yet. No.
Yeah,
No Natalie.
Oh, I don't want her to, because it's like 5 a.m. for her.
Oh.
She should get sleep over being here. And this is super dusty, but here's my... Actually, I don't think I need to... we're starting with the whatever theme you want it to be. Game Boy. Then yeah, let's just go with the Netherlands Game Boy. It doesn't look like we have to put the... What's it called in there? Can't get this stupid tape off. But my biggest gripe with the people who sent out the Slime Boy retro modding, thank you. My biggest complaint is they don't put these in for you. You have to do that yourself, and I'm pretty sure these also don't come with the battery contacts, so I'll also have to steal those from the Game Boy.
So this is not from...
This is from AliExpress. This stuff is from AliExpress.
Gotcha.
The buttons and screen lenses are from Retro Game Repair Shop, and you can save money with code Jake. All those places.
Wait,
except
what's
for
the code?
Code Jake.
Code Jake.
Jake. If we could roll the clip of of Bob Wolf.
Save me $6. Let's see. I can slightly hear it. Eddie says I hear a humming noise in the background, and then DC says I can hear the AC, but it doesn't bother me. Yeah. And then Juicy Softwood says yo.
I don't know who he is, but
yo.
If anybody in here watches Alfred Deluxe, then it's always fun to just scream yo at the start of a video. So okay. I just always have to like retune my mind to think, what am I doing here? I got this out because the only soldering you need to do, or there is to do, is swapping the speaker out. And if you get an aftermarket speaker, you don't even have to desolder this.
Can you hear the motorcycle? That's annoying.
That never happens.
That scares the unicorns too. It's
yeah.
Fake. DC says code Jake for 10% off, you say? That's worthy of a like on this video.
I agree.
How goes it, Juicy Softwood? It goes well. How are you today? And Carlos, what's up, fam?
Carlos Dennis.
Fam or fan? Fam.
Woo. Well, Carlos Dennis, DJ Ames' name is Dennis. Sorry, did you want to reveal that information?
No, take it back.
Yeah. His name may or may not be Dennis.
Let's see. What's on the agenda for this mod, Juicy Softwood says?
We're going to solder the speaker in and then plug in a bunch of cables and put together whatever color scheme you imagine this being. It's up to the chats or whoever buys this imagination. The wires don't stick out enough to do this well. Usually I like to just have them stick out so much.
Wait, how do you stick them out?
Stick them out.
Okay.
That I can just bend the excess wire over.
And just a little quick tack.
So yeah, there we go.
Bam.
Just need to put down the soldering iron for a second. Bam.
See, Juicy Softwood says I'm good, and Carlos says love Mod Mondays.
Don't we all? Okay, let's see if I can move this without it coming out. There we go. It's a little dark, but I'll turn up the ISO real quick.
That's better.
A little too bright. There we go. Perfect.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, what are you throwing that at me for?
Jeez. Yeah, it's on.
Safety third.
Safety third. Oh my gosh.
It's just a flesh wound.
Did you step on that?
No.
Okay. Because it just like, it came pulling that way.
You guys see how quickly he tried to blame me?
Yeah.
Did you do that? Oh
Good thing you're wearing pants.
Yeah. That would be awkward. Whew. We'll have to stop the stream while we put the house fire out.
Yeah.
Evening Nerd says Hip Frame. I forget where's Hip Frame from.
I don't know. I don't know if he said.
German? No. I think Hip Frame has said before.
I do not have much slack on it though.
Well, we probably pull it.
There we go. That's a little better.
Woo.
Okay. Whew. A little excitement on this holiday. But I'm gonna get the IPA. And I'm gonna take this from probably last stream. And we're just gonna clean up the speaker a little bit.
England. Never heard of it.
So the people that we separated from 200 and something years ago.
Sorry about the vicious split.
Do you have any tea?
Yeah. Of all the things to really put us over the edge, tea.
Yeah.
No, nobody really cares about it. That's not true. I drink tea all the time. Let's see. Juicy Softwood says, I'm going to be doing a DMG next. Super excited.
Cool. I think the DMG is very underrated. I don't understand what all the DMG hate is about. Other than it can only play original Game Boy games. But it's the most comfortable, in my opinion. Ooh, I forgot how fast and hard those fly up.
Hip Frame says it's okay. I'm getting over it. Aren't we all?
Yeah, I'm a little past it. I mean, 1780s, I was still a little hung up on it.
Still a little fresh for us. Let's see. Harry B says, I think I'm ahead to my computer. It's not that comfy to watch and type on the phone. XD. Eddie says, I know you stream on Mondays and Wednesdays. Is it just those 2 days, or do you stream on the weekend?
I only stream on Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm usually working. I'm filming and editing. Sometimes I have to film on Wednesdays. Mondays and Saturdays, I work at a real job, as people say.
Well, work is questionable also.
Yeah, we don't really work that way. I mean, the unicorn farm, we have to price out all the unicorns on Mondays, so. I think that's it. It's been a while, so.
You knew I was going to say that.
Yeah, I knew it. That's what I was smiling. But these two posts and this post here have to be chopped off to fit the screen. Let me just drop the screen in real quick to double check.
So you were saying earlier about the difference between this. You said AliExpress,
Yeah.
and then retro game repair shop.
No, retro modding.
Retro modding. This one you have to clip the post, but it has the stuff.
It has stuff built into it.
That one.
That one you have to do everything. You still have to clip
Okay.
that in. Which I don't mind having to trim this stuff, because I think it is nice that you can, if you want, use the original stuff in here, in these new shells. But even if it was trimmed, the original board is going to fit totally fine in here. You're just going to not screw into these two posts there.
Gotcha.
So it's like, why don't you just do it? I don't know. But because it really wouldn't, you already have to pay for the injection molding, so why not pay for it with those posts gone?
Gotcha.
That's my criticism for the day. Maybe there might be more.
DJojo2486 says, hey, so happy you were doing a mod today. So cool, thanks. You're welcome. I'm glad I brought Jake along too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for inviting me on your show, Dad.
Yep, no problem. And Eddie, you're asking about the stream on Mondays and Wednesdays, but the code Jake is good 24/7.
Yeah, exactly.
Not trying to pitch anything there.
I will say that Retro Moddings is only 5% off. Retro Game Repair Shops is 10. Not trying to be mean to anybody. I just
Stating fact.
know that people would be upset. Like, what? I thought you said 10% off. But so far, the only code Jake that's not 10% off is Retro Modding. Everywhere else that you can use it, it is more. Okay. So, I just don't do DMGs that often anymore, so forgive me for being a little slow.
Family joke. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for supporting Jake through all these streams. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't.
Let's see. We've got... Oh, wow. We've got more likes than concurrent viewers, so...
Wow, that was a big word.
Never mind. I won't tease anybody.
No Mikey and no Irwin.
Yeah. What? Irwin's missed, like, 3 or 4 in a row now?
It's like he has a life outside of this.
It's just weird how he has to actually work. Oh, it's 4th of July.
Yeah. Yeah.
You must be hanging out with family or something.
We should let off some fireworks in here, too.
Yeah. I mean, I already dropped a soldering iron. That was live, too. That was hot.
You guys have never really been big on fireworks. Your sister didn't like the loud noises.
Yeah. I didn't care for the loud noises, and then as I got older, I was fine with it. But it's just, I don't know. It's the same thing over and over again. It's not that crazy. Has there really been much innovation in the past how many years of fireworks?
Sure.
The fireworks are ancient, too. So
Ancient.
Not
from the Netherlands. Hip frame, guess they're all fired. Yes, they are. Well, at least on notice.
Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to fit this in, because again, it's been a while. I don't want to be wrong on anything, because this isn't going in super smoothly.
There it goes.
Okay. Does that look right on the other side? Okay. Now we gotta pull it back up.
That was just a dry check there.
Yeah. Because you don't want to get any fingerprints on the screen. It's always the worst.
This is Dad. Hola. Who's that that's asking? Berto Swaggins.
I don't think I've seen Berto Swaggins before.
Where's Berto Swaggins from? Oh yeah, and then your buddy is not on. Well, Ezra's not on, and
No.
Well, what's his name doesn't catch him that often either. The guy that just got married.
Oh, Jordan, yeah.
Jordan.
He doesn't get on too often because he's working, but I'd imagine he's not on his honeymoon anymore.
The autofocus is having a hard time. XD.
Probably because I'm a little zoomed in. I'm also going to turn down the ISO
Thank
again.
you for the feedback there. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna put the screen lens on now. And
Kansas, another foreigner. Just kidding. Kansas. Hi guys. That is from ER6 and Phil.
hello, Phil.
Or ER.
ER. I'm gonna take the easier route there. This is coming off layer by layer. Got the protective part for the sticky tape. Then the sticky tape came off on its own.
You trying to push that through or what?
I'm trying to pinch it. There we go. So I don't. Because if you scrape with your fingernail from the sticker side, you can streak it over a little bit. And then that's like impossible to clean.
What's on the screen though? Is that? Oh, that's from the other side. The protective.
The other protective layer. So Now we've got that on there.
Watching from the UC. PR6 Phil is from the UK.
Ooh.
Also another red, white, and blue flag. So maybe it's not the Netherlands. What time is it in the UK?
It's gonna be about 8 hours ahead. That's a little crooked.
Doesn't really give it much room to adjust though, does it?
No, but we can do that. So now it's all the way at the bottom of the bracket. Sorry, I'm not doing a good job of putting all this on camera. But everything should be locked in there. And I'm gonna zoom out even more here. You see all the mess. And there's a little notch on the speaker so you can only put it in one way.
DC 147 says a lot of United Kingdomers tonight, but there can only be one. 8:30 in the UC.
I was correct. 8 hours ahead. Okay, I'm gonna get one of these screws in here. And I believe there's not. Never mind. Just kidding. They're right here with the other buttons that it came with.
Hip Frame says I'm always here lurking on Monday. I believe they mean he or she means to say love the chill vibes from you and the chat, not live the chill vibes. That wouldn't make sense.
He lives the chill vibes.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure that there's... Okay, cool. Some of these kits will have all Phillips screws for the aftermarket screws. So you gotta be careful. I always make sure to look for some of the tri-wings. So if there are tri-wings for the outside, then all the Phillips should work in every spot on the inside. And I'm just gonna get that one down so the buttons don't get all mixed up.
Oh well, it's already looking good.
Yeah. Okay.
See, Airy B 91115. For me, it's 9:30 p.m. Hip Frame, haha, live and love. Live, love, laugh.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Live, laugh, love.
I will be working in the yard again after this. I was working and took a break to come join you guys. So if anybody wants to come over and help build fence or shovel gravel after this, come on over.
Why is this impossible to put in? I'm regretting.
Screwing it down?
Yeah. I feel like I've never had a problem with this before, so. How is the best way to do this? I think just like this. We've got a new subscriber.
I missed it. It went too fast.
R. Carlo M has just subscribed.
Where do you see that? Oh. It doesn't show it on there.
No, that's only from my eyes. Or if you catch it while it is live, it should be popping up right there.
Boom. There it is. Hello, R. Carlo. Welcome. I'll come help if you want to order the tickets. I'm sure airfare's cheap, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, gas is pretty cheap, so. Sure, air fuel isn't very expensive either.
Ooh, we could throw out. Can I throw out a random question for your viewers from our conversation Saturday?
Well, I was thinking about that too, but I don't know how many of the nerds are gonna have an answer for this.
This is true, but it'd be interesting from a world view.
Yeah, worldwide
you've got people
perspective.
From the UC, the Netherlands. So, chatters, nerds, Jake was posing question, the greatest this, greatest that, and the one that can kind of apply to everybody is, who would you think would be the greatest athlete of any sport, of any place on earth, all time? Throwing that out there.
I'll wait to say who I think it is.
I'll give it a few minutes, and I'll tell you who I said, or moments.
I don't want to sway anybody's opinions.
Yep, I don't want to taint anybody. I'm sure Mom's probably yelling at the screen right now who her topic is. So. Let's see. Berto Swaggins, how do you decide what shells to get and use? Picking a shell was the hardest part of modding my Game Boy. Quarter. We flipped it.
Yeah.
DC 147 gas is cheap. That hurt me in my bones. Yeah. It's only $5 and something cents.
For us.
Yeah.
We have it relatively easy. I was gonna say something.
Something about picking the shells.
Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. I don't know why the purchase notifications are delayed, but I guess you can still get your 15 seconds of fame.
Oh, that's the one that sold the other day.
Yeah, that's like a week old.
There it is, yeah.
But nonetheless, thank you. But for me picking the shells, I have the benefit of being able to buy a lot at once, so I get to see a lot of different types of combinations and colors, and so for my personal stuff, I'll tend to choose from things I've seen on that I've either built or things I've seen online. I'm like, I like that, so I'm gonna do it for myself. But yeah, I don't really have any advice for picking your own stuff. Like last night, I was like, okay, I need to think of something for the stream, so I looked at what I had and saw the Slime Boy, saw this, grabbed my giant bag of colors of buttons and stuff for the DMG, and I was like, yeah, that looks good. So, nothing really exciting.
I could see it where it'd be tough, like if you you do a lot of the what's the Squirtle and all those things.
Yeah, the UV printed stuff.
Pokemon. Yeah. So that'd be tough to choose if you were into Pokemon, but then if you just wanted a color scheme, but you like multiple colors, it would be tough. That's why you use the decision quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a couple chats. Hipframe says, haha, DC, I feel that pain too. DC 147, only $5 a gallon, question mark. I said $5 and some odd cents, because that's how I say things. Joshua Baker, only $5 for gas sounds like the high life. Hipframe, sports really aren't my thing, unfortunately. Tom Daly is cute, though. Who's Tom Daly?
That sounds familiar, but I don't
have my phone to look up who Tom Daly is. DC 147, for me, it's nearly the equivalent of $9 a gallon in the UK. Woo.
Jeez. I'm going to cut in here and say this, which is weird. I guess maybe you don't have to trim those for these kits. I'm guessing you don't, because there is one thing that is trimmed for the spot where you put the contrast wheel, now the brightness wheel. Usually there's a tab that sticks up on this side, like how these tabs stick up on the other side. You have to trim this down on, I'll show you when we get to all the buttons falling out.
Oh, there it is.
But there's that tab. It's not there on this one. It will not go very smooth when you try and adjust the contrast wheel if you didn't trim it. So, and even if you tighten the screws too much, it won't go well. But before we get too far, I'm gonna put the batteries in and just double check that everything's good.
So you want to test it before you completely put it back together?
Yeah.
Unlike certain other things that you modded.
Mm-hmm.
Car stereo.
Don't spoil the video. Okay, it looks good.
Okay. Our Carlo M says, if only modded kits are just cheap. Even the knockoff ones are expensive. Not if you use code Jake.
Yeah. You can save 10%.
Nothing in life is cheap anymore.
No.
Carlos Dennis says, have you thought of modding other systems?
Yes. I am working on making my own portable console. It is a home console that people really don't talk about much anymore. And that's really as far as I want to say, other than I'm going to make my own portable version of it. And the lovely Shank Mods is helping me with that. So.
Oh, yeah. Is that €1?
That is €1. That's probably $1.50.
Nice.
Thereabouts.
Is that mine or yours, or are we splitting it 50?
Well, after Google takes their cut, it'll come back down about $1. So I can give you that.
Again, we don't want Google going broke.
But thank you very much. I hope I'm saying RAB right. 9115. Thank you very much.
Carlos Dennis, sweet. And DC says the Jake Boy Advance SP.
But the answer to the question that I have for the greatest athlete of all time,
oh yeah.
I think it's got to be Muhammad Ali.
Which is definitely an impressive athlete, and I did see him fight because I'm that old. My pick is Michael Phelps because he holds the most gold medals of any Olympian in the history of the Olympics, and that's quite a feat in itself. And so when you're talking about boxing, and for us, United States football, or even if you're talking football/soccer, those are usually within the, well, soccer is worldwide, but for us, like the NBA and football is mostly here in the United States, but the Olympics is the best of the best throughout the world, and he's been at the top more than anybody else with all the gold medals, is why I picked Michael Phelps. And I'm not really into swimming. I do like watching the Olympics, but that's pretty impressive.
It's incredibly impressive. But, yeah, I mean, are you a real athlete if you're a swimmer?
This is true.
That's
yes.
a joke. Yeah, I literally cannot swim. I am not buoyant, so I don't swim very well. So I have no room to make fun of him. Even if I could swim, I have no room to make fun of him. Let's grab the test cart.
Hip Frame says, look forward to that video.
Yeah, I'm very excited for it. There we go. Okay.
Can you take that off there?
Vertical, yeah. Yeah.
Stoical Coffee. Yo, Jake, I recently got a GBA. I have 3 Zelda games for it already, but I'm waiting until I can get a new backlit screen before playing them.
Nice.
Berto Swaggin says, I'm guessing it's the Wii mod you're working on. It's got to be one of the coolest portable mods.
It is not the Wii mod.
Womp, womp, womp.
It is.
Good guess, though.
Yeah, it's a good guess. But it's not a kit, and it's not anything that really anybody's done before. So, okay. Just want to adjust. There's really not much of a gap around the edges of the screen lens, but I just wanted to adjust the centering of the screen.
Ari B says it's a German pronounced nickname, but it's fine pronounced like that. Hopefully, because that's how we're saying it. Hip frame, I'd say it's the Wii 2. Such an underrated console, and the couple handheld versions I've seen have looked awesome. Stoical Coffee says, water just says, no floating for you, to Jake.
I want to... Oh, thank you. There's some kits out there that have like 36 different color palettes, and it's very annoying to just sit there and go through each one of them. But you can even make your own color palettes with the color adjust mode. You just hold in the contrast wheel. It presses in and it goes up and down. You can adjust the brightness by spinning it, or you can hold it down to go to the menu. And if you just want to adjust the colors with the preset stuff, you just press it in.
So what are you waiting to pull that off for?
I think that's pretty cool.
Shout out to the Netherlands. Or the UK.
Or Spider-Man.
Or the United States.
Or the US. Okay. Let's move on to the Slime Boy.
You gonna take pictures and put it up for sale?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's... I don't know why it feels like it's been longer. If you want this will be $170. The Slime Boy will be $200, just because it is a more expensive shell. Oh, I thought I left that in.
Hip Frame says, I watched a video today of a PS2 handheld that was 4 times the size of a PSP, but ran with the MC Boot mod. That was awesome.
That is pretty cool. Just want to show this off real quick, because I find it pretty funny, maybe. Is it going to focus?
Focus.
There we go. What are your thoughts about the Slime Boy, says Retromodding? Just a perfectly timed email talking about the Slime Boy.
It doesn't really matter what we think, it's what they think.
Yeah.
Not Retro, but the chatters, the nerds. DC147 says, or France, or Russia. Does anybody want a Russian flag right now? Seems like...
Maybe not.
Looks like a nice console, man. Verto Osorio Lopez. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Enjoy, Verto. I'm not always here.
You're here in the chat. But I am going to call this one the Netherlands Game Boy. If anybody wants the red, white, and blue DMG, we will... I'm going to put that up for sale right now. And... pictures taken. Inventory is +1. And you should find it in the top link in the description right now.
I sincerely doubt that, DJ. I don't know what they sincerely do. The Russian flag?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. You could call that the Nether-Uck.
The Nether-Uck. Okay. It did try and autocorrect me to Netherworld instead of Netherlands. Alright, moving on.
DC gave a lot of ha-ha-ha-has.
A lot of ha-ha.
Carlos Dennis is very nice. And Ruck says, I wonder if anyone has thought about making a Game Boy shell out of candy. An edible, like the old candy necklaces.
Yeah. I feel like...
I don't think I'd want to eat it after some of these...
Yeah.
these ones that you've shown that you're cleaning on all the nastiness. And people are like,
What?
yeah.
Does this not look super clean to you? The two-tone... Neither of these colors are the original
Lick
color?
it and tell me what flavor it is. Hip Frame says, at Rux, that would suck. In quotation.
This one just doesn't want to come out. Okay.
You want me to do this mod? You can take a break? Give your hands a break?
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
The DMG is definitely one of the easier mods. It is annoying to do all the screws, and the ribbon cables in the mod kit are quite annoying. But
on these ones?
Yeah. But other than that, it's really mostly just putting things together.
I was going to say, this looks like one of the easier ones that you do.
It's just, there's annoying things about it, but it's not really that hard. That's one thing that people didn't quite get what I was saying in the SP's video. It's annoying and difficult are two different things. But yes, there are things that are annoying about the SP that make it difficult. And I don't know, it's not that hard of a mod.
It's just a lot more steps, it seems like.
It's a lot more steps, and it's annoying when you're trying to do a 2-hour or less stream about it, and having to go through the entire disassembly just to take out the hinge is annoying. It's not that hard, but it's annoying. But the hinges are a meeting in the middle between annoying and difficult, so...
Let's see. REB said found the Netherland one already. Wait, let's try that again. Found the Netherland one there already. Okay, I did say it right. Ruck says looks tasty. Must be talking about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stoical coffee. When you rage at a game, you just eat the Game Boy. Yeah. Hip frame. You could lick it and stick it to the wall for storage. Airy B, delicious. I eat Game Boys every day. That gives me power. Portable power.
Mm-hmm.
Power-ups.
Power in the palm of your hand. That's what they used to say in the commercials.
For the Game Boys?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's one commercial that always like sticks out in my head about like there's this robot that walks through and it's all zoom and lasers a Game Boy into the kid's hand. It's very... Nintendo commercials in the 90s were very weird. Very weird. But they're funny. There's also some pretty inappropriate commercials and just like ad spots in general for Game Boy back then. There's also one for like the SP where there's kids dancing at like a prom or something, and the guy's got his arms around the girl playing Game Boy. Well, he's over the shoulder because they're all like hugging, dancing kind of thing.
We're short, so that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And I don't think I should be going to a middle school dance right now.
Yeah, I don't think either of us should. I'm running out of space.
I wonder if since you have so many international people, and we had middle school dances and all these assemblies and stuff like that. Do they do that over in the UK and Germany? And
I'm sure I feel like we do a lot more dance stuff.
And you guys did some field trips going to the zoos and stuff like that. Do other countries, did they do that?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Why would they come to our zoos, though?
Yeah, that would be a little expensive.
Yeah. Let's see. REB says... Oh, no, we read that one. DC147. Nintendo advertising had nothing on PlayStations. PlayStation.
I just know this stuff from watching it back on YouTube years later. So, because I wasn't born until 99, and I wasn't able to comprehend TV commercials probably for another 5 years after that. So
8, whatever.
Yeah. Like, ooh, don't want to lose those. I think they're a little smaller. Hopefully those are... I think they might even be the same.
Hip Frame says the UK has prom at the end of the older school years.
Yeah. We didn't have prom till the last 2 years of high school. Just the last years of school. So I know that, I don't know, schooling in other countries is weird. Somewhere underneath my butt.
There it is. Alright.
Put those there. And I am unscrewing this bit because we have to transfer it over to the slime boy. I'm enthusiastically saying that. I feel like there's something else got to transfer. Oh yeah, yep, I set that down too fast.
Martin Mallet, just subscribe.
Welcome.
Welcome, Martin.
Okay, other thing we got to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something. Does anybody know what the 1440 thing is? In the middle of the...
Rux will know.
Yeah, Rux will probably know.
Can anybody answer what it is before Rux?
It's that little...
Oh, that's the flux capacitor.
Yeah. That's capacitor. A real one. But put that off to the side for now, because we're going to poke these battery contacts out. And these are actually in pretty decent condition. There's just little tabs right in these slots. Push down and then push it away from you, and it should slide out pretty easily. Gotta give it some force though. Now we're done with taking parts out. I'm going to reuse this paper towel, not use my water, but clean this metal piece down, even though it doesn't really matter.
Oh, in case somebody eats it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just cleaning the dust off. But, I mean, really, I could skip it. If you're buying these, you're probably not gonna open them up. Because I assume if you could open them up, you'd do it yourself.
Although that would be interesting. I just had a thought. What is it? What in video games when you find something random in there? What's it called?
Easter egg?
Easter egg. You should plant stuff in these Easter eggs.
Well, it wouldn't be much of an Easter egg if they can watch me put it in there.
Oh, this is true.
But it's a good thought. It's a good thought.
Dang it. DC says school in the UK is weird only because Scotland has a different system than the entire rest of the UK. Does Scotland count though? I'm just kidding. There goes half of your Scotland crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Stoical coffee, that's the thing that if you put too much power into it, then it will turn into a speaker, right? Oh, sparkler. It's speaker. A sparkler. If you put too much power into the... I don't know, I'm not following.
I'm a little confused, yeah.
I'm a lot of confused. Sorry, Stoical.
Yeah, complete sentences definitely help. Explaining what you're talking about.
Please understand who you're working with here.
Yeah, we're dumb, and there's a 10-second delay.
Yeah.
So,
We might be a little slow, but we're dumb too.
yeah. Don't get us wrong.
DC 147 in Scottish. I can't do a Scottish accent, sorry. I beg your pardon, sir.
Okay. Let's see. And sometimes when you put these back in, since you push these... Oh, wow, I'm way off center. When you push these tabs down to slide them out, you'll have to pull them back out a little bit so they don't just fall out when you put them in the new one. Let's see.
Oh, power into the flux capacitor would turn into a sparkler.
It would.
Thank you for explaining.
More of a smokeler. Or explodler.
That's a made-up word.
Yeah, maybe. You don't know that. William Osman got a slow-mo camera and he overcharged some capacitors and resistors in slow-mo, so you get the... It's pretty cool.
I like slow-mo videos. Slow-mo.
Okay.
That's not the camera guy that you watched for a while. I've heard that name before.
No, William Osmond's the inbred catcher.
Yeah. Who's the
Peter McKinnon.
Peter McKinnon,
Yeah.
the photography guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Peter McKinnon. And where's the power switch?
DC147 says, "What was the 1440 thing? I missed it by being Scottish at DJ Ames."
This thing. No idea what it is. This little... If I zoom in on it, I guess you can kind of read it. It says 1440, but it doesn't always say 1440. There's other models that will say different numbers, but it's usually a 4-digit number. Okay.
It's almost like maybe it's a little surge protector. That's what I'm going with. Probably not.
That would be a resistor in nerd terms.
No Irwin today. Did we already say that?
We've said that.
Fire.
Let's see. I just want to make sure that we're not... Oh, okay, we got plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
Just want to make sure we're not getting close to the end of our 12-hour long music video that we listen to on repeat.
DC says, how curious, I might Google it. It's probably a listening device from Amazon, Google, or the government. Probably.
Yeah. 1989 smart home speaker hidden in the Game Boy. Can take this out. Put the orange one in. I think there's a red one for the other Game Boy somewhere. Okay. Now, yeah. Put that in later. Now we can get the mod kit out. And let's trim this stuff up real quick. Actually, we don't need to trim it up. I'm gonna try without trimming it up. Because it looks like we don't. Yeah. I don't think we do, since we really didn't have to with the other one. I don't know why I put it over there, because it's over there.
But it's not going to fit flush, though, is it?
No, it should, just because normally what I used to do is the V3. This is the V5, so it's a different panel. And it's shorter, so it should fit just below here. Because if you notice on the bracket when it goes down has cutouts for those things.
Notches.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna try it without cutting it. We will cut that little edge piece over here, so at the top of the screen, but the top of your screen, not the top of this screen. And I peeled this way too soon, so we're gonna hopefully not get any fingerprints on it. Gotta very carefully avoid touching it. And let's get it with the fingernail there.
Ooh, it dropped.
Yeah. What's nice is I can fidget it around.
Did it go on your spot, though?
I think it did.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, it's right along the bottom of the thing. It's good. Okay. Now,
Eric B says, "What? They spied me through my Game Boy. Now they are rare screaming noise. Now they have rare screaming noises of me struggling at games. Damn. Thanks, Nintendo." What? Jake's the only one that yells at the games?
I don't yell at the games. I wasn't yelling at all last night at Smash Bros.
No.
But yeah, I played Smashdown for the first time in Smash Bros. With some friends. That was a lot of fun, and I learned that I do not know how to play a lot of characters in Smash. If you don't know, Smashdown is where you get the whole roster of characters to play, and you have to use them all. So once someone uses one of the characters, you cannot play it for the rest of the time. Oh.
What's a little off? No?
So the this needs to be trimmed.
The edges?
Yeah. I don't think it'll make that big of a difference, but well, I guess we'll see. This is gonna be a tough fix if it does cut stuff off. I don't think it should matter though, because there wasn't much of a gap on the edges, but there was more of a gap on the left and right.
Okay, if you only had one gaming system that you could play the rest of your life, out of all your handhelds, consoles, everything, what would it be?
Probably the Switch or the GameCube.
The Switch plays a lot of the GameCube games?
Not a ton of the GameCube games, but I mean there are some that they've remastered and stuff. But the Switch, I mean, like, I'm gonna assume that all the emulation stuff, and because like you can play a lot of the classic NES, SNES, and now Sega Genesis and N64 on the Switch. But I won't count those because that seems a bit cheap.
Plus, you get it can be the console or it can be handheld.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But that's just the Switch. So the Switch's library is very good, even though it does consist of a lot of Wii U titles. It is it's really good.
It just makes me think back to like some of the early consoles and how big and bulky they were, and then you look at the Switch and how much they cram in there for how small and slim it is.
But then people are gonna complain that the trees aren't perfect in Legends Arceus. So
people complain.
Yeah, that's weird. It's very weird.
Let's see. DC 147. I have one character on Smash Melee and everything else on every other game I'm garbage with. I just smash a whole bunch of buttons because it's too fast for my old brain. I haven't played it in years with you.
Yeah.
My go-to, my favorite game, Jake will know this. Say it with me. Rocket League.
Rocket League.
Rocket.
I was blanking, and the only thing I could think of was your Clash Royale that you like to play in your phone.
Oh, I meant on the system. Yeah. Ari B, as a young kid, I got angry a lot at some games, some physical issues I had. It'd be horrible to know they have recorded or listened to those. XD, what's XD?
It's just like a laughing face kind of thing.
Okay.
Look at it from the side.
Oh, it makes sense now. DC 147, I will be sad forever because Nintendo haven't released Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on Switch.
Yeah, but it's out there on the Wii U.
Yeah, lots of Wii U titles. DC 147.
I don't know. I'm not a huge Zelda fan. Sorry. I played like half of Breath of the Wild, and I played a bit of the first one on the NES, and I don't like it. But I don't know. I feel like I might like Wind Waker. If Wind Waker's the one with Toon Link, then I kind of want to try that one. But I don't know. Nothing about Zelda really gets me super excited. Just not a huge Zelda guy. But I did enjoy Breath of the Wild because I liked Skyrim and it feels a lot like Skyrim. But I don't know why I stopped playing. I really don't.
DC says, "How dare you not like exactly the same things I like? Unsubscribed." Did I give enough emphasis on that for you? Sorry. All right, talking, and he's already unsubscribed.
Yeah.
Hip Frame, did you see the latest Nintendo Direct last week? I'm happy Persona 5 is getting ported over.
Yeah. I'm not a JRPG guy, unless it's Pokemon. Which I know people don't like when people say that Pokemon is JRPG. No, that didn't come out smoothly. But yeah, I don't know. Especially, there's nothing that excites me about Persona. I apologize. Like, I like when games last a long time, but 120 hours to just beat a game, it's not something that excites me.
But then you'll play you'll play the one that there's no winning at. What's it where you build the stuff?
Oh, Minecraft?
Minecraft.
That's different.
Yeah, DC 147. Yeah, I left. Darn it. Hip frame, laughter emoji. And then, sad emoji. Sorry, old and blind even with corrective surgery and readers. Well, we can all talk about DC now that they've left.
Mm-hmm.
We can also speak in their native tongue.
Yeah, English. I don't know. He lives there. Doesn't mean he's from there.
True.
The great.
And we'll never know because they left.
Yeah. The Great British Melting Pot. That is gonna deserve some flux because it's not the greatest.
I thought I saw something flash up on your screen like the one you did earlier. Not the one you did earlier. It's what's this one called? This style called?
The Game Boy Advance. Yeah.
At GBA, but in the because it sold.
Yeah, it sold.
And that's the notice that came through. Like,
yeah, the delayed, very delayed one, because they don't pop up when I'm not live or in the application. But yeah.
But you have stock available, people, for sale.
Actually, the only one is those two have sold. Sorry, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but if you're fine with the little crack, that's just really just aesthetic. It does move up a little bit, but this one is up for sale right now. That's the only other one I've got in stock other than the one we just made and then the one we're about to finish right now.
You can sell crack on the internet?
If it's plastic. Let's see. I think that's all we gotta do now.
DC 147. I guess we will never know. Hip frame. Ha ha ha. It's such a pretty game. I don't even think about the playtime. I spent like 400 hours on Animal Crossing, so 120 is a drop in the ocean.
Yeah. Animal Crossing is one of my favorites, but I that's another game I stopped playing mainly because, I don't know, once I completed the main, I guess you could call it a story. It's not much of a story. But once I paid off all my debts, it was kind of hard to want to keep going with it. And also, I lost my island when I broke my my original Switch. So that kind of took it out of me to keep playing. And once you lose all of that progress, all those hours are gone, it doesn't really motivate me to start fresh again. Maybe again in the future, but
Animal Crossing is just too intense for me.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about yelling at the screen.
Yeah. If it's not competitive, my dad will not play it.
No.
And even if it is, it has to be faster
I'm
paced.
starting to nod off over here just talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, paid off all your debts? That must be nice. Oh wait, DC's back. Woo!
It's a relief. I thought he was gone forever.
Yeah. It's been ages. Welcome back, DC.
Okay, I think that's in. We will test it once again. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Actually, let's.
We need.
I'm gonna grab. Oh, Tetris. That'll work. I just want to put a real game in there just to see how much is cut off. Let's see.
Hip Frame says, "Oh no, that sucks. Well, if you ever pick it up again, I'll gladly send you a gift." Stephen, DJ Ames, Secret Street Fighter player. Is that? I don't know what that is.
Street Fighter. It's
Is that the one with the guy's like in a karate kick stance on the cover?
yeah.
Okay.
That's like you probably played it back in the day.
Maybe on a full like you built with
Arcade machine.
Arcade machine. Thank you. Maybe.
I feel like Tetris may not be the best one to test here, but it doesn't seem like it cuts off very much. I'm gonna grab a Pokemon game real quick.
I'll tell jokes and entertain.
Okay.
Or just read chat to myself. Yeah, I might have played Street Fighter. I just can't remember it. I want to say like the backdrop was normal size, but the fighters were quite larger compared to the rest of it. From what I maybe remember, you weren't gone long enough. You really didn't get to talk.
Sorry. You can keep talking.
On some of the old arcade games, I played like what I consider the originals: Pac-Man and Centipede and Asteroids. Yeah. Space Invaders, stuff like that. I remember playing those.
Galaga.
I never really did get. I liked Centipede quite a bit. And then they had one that was like a little 4-wheel drive game. You could go. It was a track, and it was like Mickey Thompson Racing or something like that. And you could buy upgraded tires and upgrade the boost and stuff like that. I remember playing something like that.
It's annoying to see the edges, and like there's like the slightest couple of pixels that are cut off.
Maybe show it on the screen a little bit.
But you can't really push it down. But
it doesn't really cut much of it off.
No.
Not enough to affect any gaming, I don't think.
Yeah. Because like you can see the full edges of the text box in Pokemon. So
yeah.
And it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get back in there to cut that up.
Well, with it making it look clean and straight, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it affects it.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, this is why I don't like. I feel bad because they did send me a lot of stuff, but it's for review. This is why I don't like shells that aren't pre-trimmed for IPS stuff, because if that was trimmed down and we used an original display and all that stuff, it would not make a difference. The only work is for IPS stuff, but majority of the people are going to get this shell because they're upgrading to an IPS display. So it's like,
so if they did trim it though, then if you went with the original screen, it's not going to look right.
No, it's not going to make a difference, because you're still going to put on a screen lens that has the thicker border to cover it.
Oh, gotcha.
So there's not going to be those black bars.
So there's really no harm in them cutting that back,
exactly,
or changing their mold or whatever. Yeah.
So that's a bit frustrating with me.
Wonder why they leave it then.
Because it's less work for them. I mean, like, injection molding is very expensive, and I can understand them not wanting to change their mold because it costs like $5,000 just to get a mold.
But you're worth it.
Yeah, but I just feel like it would make more people happy that way, just because you really don't see that many people getting a shell, especially like this, for an original display. So.
And about the only thing you could do is Dremel it or something.
Yeah, and like this isn't even something you can just get the flush cutters out as I throw a screw onto it. You can't just get the flush cutters and easily cut that. You could get your craft knife and you could slice it along.
Score it.
And it's...
Yeah. I think as long as it's not affecting the game or your ability to view it, it's really just a preference whether you like to see it or not. But what do I know? Let's see.
We are going to deal with... Just leave it as is, and if no one buys it, then I will go back in and try and fix it later. But, I don't know.
Let's see. DC147 says, that's my secret, Captain. I never left. Damian Perez, groovy looking shell. It is pretty cool. Takes me back to when you guys were little and we used to watch Nickelodeon.
Probably because that's the inspiration for it.
Wow.
That's what I titled the stream. It's deserves a Kids' Choice Award.
Berto Swaggin says it can't be unseen.
Yeah.
No.
Oh. These are Philips. Okay.
How many likes do we have versus viewers? I can't see, but
We got a lot more viewers than a couple minutes ago when I checked. But we got 37 viewers and 33 likes. It's not bad.
not too shabby.
Oh, I was way off on the...
It was $1.
It's $1.05. I thought the euro was worth a lot more. Unless they already account for their 30% they take away. But...
Well, hard to keep up with these markets. These uncertain times.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mom. Let's see. Stephen Stelka says,
shoot.
The risk of botching the repair seems worse than the issue with the overload. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well put.
But I forgot the one thing that I do need to trim is this piece right here.
Keeping it from being nice and flush.
Yep.
Oh, you talked about it earlier, too.
I almost did it right then and there, which I should have. I like hearing myself a couple seconds later, coming from the TV. Mom's watching it at the room.
That's why I'm hearing the music louder.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is it? It seems loud and you're not saying anything.
Well, this is coming from right
No,
here.
you can hear it from there too, but I can hear it out there. Oh, I wonder if Cupcake's watching. Hi, Cupcake.
I don't know if they're watching. Samantha's not talking about cheese in the chat. But as we are finishing up here, for Friday's video, it could be one of three things. I forgot how zoomed in this was. But if the slate comes in tomorrow, then I will try very hard to get the video done this week, but it will be hard to do a tutorial and review and get it edited and posted by Friday if I get all the stuff on Tuesday. But I would like to try and put it out this week. It seems to be pretty good. So, if you're looking for a tutorial for the slate and yours is coming in this week as well, then look out for Friday. I'll also be reviewing it, and I will be very critical about it because I don't like the SP, but new form factor, new style, we'll see if it can change my mind. I have a feeling I'm going to like it more, but we'll see. I don't have really any expectations for it, but I'm excited for it. It looks like the print on the back makes it a little bit tough to put the battery cover in, but I'm sure that'll wear down over time. And as I do it more, it's getting easier and easier. Okay, never mind. But if I can't get to that in time, there are 2 other videos that could possibly be I'm getting a NES/SNES HD console, and I want to review that as well. And if I can make a full video of the car stereo that I installed this week or last week, then I'll make a video on that.
Last 2 chats there that are up.
From me.
Yep.
Is that the DMG equivalent for getting the light pipe? Yes, it is. I was like, why are you making me read it?
Because I yell at the screen almost every week that you do one.
Separate the videos out of... I can't talk. Separate those videos out to 2 and get more content out of it. I want to do it in one just because a lot of other people... If I was getting it like a week ahead, then I would split it up into 2. But people are getting theirs in now, so I want to push all of it out, all the information I can as soon as possible. But yeah, if I was getting it earlier, I might separate it into 2. But I also don't think I could talk for 8 minutes about an SP that I've already talked about. So it's like, it's not that much different. So I already talked a lot about the SP in the past month. So I think people are probably a little tired of me talking about that. Yeah. We're gonna peel that. Dad really wants to peel it.
It is satisfying.
It's a little bit. I do it so often that's not... It's whatever. Let's test the buttons real quick before we get too far along. But, I mean, like, another thing about the edges sticking out, what you see of the plastic underneath the lens, that's all you're missing, because the screen lens lines up with the screen. So you're really not missing anything. So there we go. All the buttons work. But I want to see. Actually, I don't have enough batteries. Never mind. I'll just swap these out. I want to see how much of a gap there is on the sides on this one.
I remember right, it was like pretty flush.
Yeah. Did I put this in backwards? No? There we go. Yeah. There is almost no gap on those edges. So. The wire was touching me. I was like, what the
What
heck?
are you jumping for?
It was like slowly creeping up on me. It was weird. I thought you were messing with me. But, okay. Put the batteries back into the slime boy so we can take a picture and post it. But since we haven't gotten a notification, I'm assuming we haven't sold the red, white, and blue.
The Netherlands
The
version.
Netherlands one. And we have not. So, whoa. If you want either of these, one of them's up for sure right now. The other one is going to be posted right now.
You could do a 2-for-1 special. Somebody buys both of them with one payment.
Mm-hmm. You could buy both at once for full price on both.
That's special.
Yeah. 4th of July sale.
Fire sale.
Okay. And go find, duplicate the Wario one here. Every time I post one of these, I duplicate another listing that's similar, and every time it says copy of whatever title I copied, and it's really annoying because I have to go and delete the copy of. I don't know why. I'd rather just be blank or something. I don't know. Little tiny complaint because I like to complain about everything. That's my job, to review / complain. So that wasn't the most centered picture, but you get the point. And the Slime Boy is out for sale. Top link in the description. Rux must have left because I haven't seen him pop up in a while.
Yeah. What do we got? Sue Me. This looks like a Q5 OSD, not the V5. You definitely need to trim. Use a test suite to show this proper display area. Error B9115. It's up without image for me.
Let's see.
We're checking it out. See?
I like how retro.
Rux is there. You can just put up your link. Just didn't know if you nodded off there, Rux.
That's how I know that he's still here. Okay, the picture is up.
Nah, been lurking today.
That's alright.
Lurking or twerking? Oh, lurking.
Okay.
It's up?
It is up.
Yep.
Homework. Homework. You don't do homework on a holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. My throat is getting very dry, and my energy is slowly fading, so thank you guys all for showing up today. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to Pops for reading the chat.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Time to go eat some lunch and back to working in the yard, so everybody come on over.
Yeah, we
I'll
got
bust it out.
plenty of fence to build that I'm not going to be helping with, so my allergies are still really bad, so yeah.
All right. Buy some mods, people.
I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.